So what we're doing here, we've got, this is the original subfloor here, and you can see where that line is where the plywood starts. So years ago they did an addition, this whole thing out front there, from where that wall jogs out is an addition, and they put down particle board on top of their plywood in order to level it up to the existing hardwood floor that was here. So we're going to be taking all this out, and we're going to have to get underneath in the crawl space and reinforce the foundation in a few places. And also we're going to be insulating the crawl space because there is no insulation between the floor joists right now. So we'll be taking all this out. All the wood goes to the wood recycler. All that black tar paper, we'll take that to the dump. There's my dump pile. And we'll be taking it all out. We'll be doing the foundation work. Then we will put down some black plastic, and then insulating between the floor joists. And then all this is gonna get new 3/4 inch tongue and groove, probably Advantech subfloor. And so all this will come out, and it'll all be nice and level and flat and squeak free. So that's what we're doing today. I should clarify, we're not doing all the foundation work today. Really all I'm doing is just getting as much of that particle board pulled up as I can so I can fill up my trailer and take it to the wood recycler. So we're gonna get everything demoed, all the drywall down and all the ceiling down before we start ripping up this subfloor, just so all that demo stuff doesn't end up in the crawl space. So we'll leave this down until we get all the walls, everything demoed, and then at that point we'll start all the foundation work. Pulling all this particle board was a real pain. The nails, there were so many nails in this stuff, and they were all really close together. So the best tool I had was this demolition bar, which is only about 2 inches wide, and it can't get very much in one bite. I would have loved to use a better tool like a Burke bar or something like that, but it just wouldn't fit in between the nails. So it was super frustrating trying to pull this stuff out, but you know, my back's a little sore from bending over and hammering away at this stuff. But yeah, so I don't know, they must have just invented nail guns or something like that. Somebody was just having fun and put a bunch of nails in, and anyway, it ruined my day. And when my back gets tired from pulling all the flooring, actually come in here, there's Angie pulling nails. Say hello. She's super happy about pulling nails. It's one of her favorite things. But you can see here, that's pretty cool. There, we found some newspaper that was dated May of 1933. So, I mean, we knew this house was old, but it's kind of proof. It's kind of cool. But anyway, you can see this is what they used to do before they had drywall. Is they would use lath, which is just little thin pieces of wood like stakes, and then they would put plaster over the top of it. So not only was this ceiling undersized, those are 2x4s right there. So you can probably maybe see there. No. Oh, there we go. Sorry. So it's a 2x4, but there is upstairs above us here. So they were using 2x4s as floor joists, which is not nearly big enough. But they didn't have engineered wood back when they built this, so we're gonna be replacing all that with probably some 2x6 LVLs and some beams in there to kind of give that upper floor some support. But not only did they use 2x4s, they had plywood with particle board on top of particle board up there, which is just weighing it down, and then they had the thousands of pounds of plaster put on here, pulling it down as well. So, plaster and then drywall on top of the plaster. So there was a lot of unnecessary weight on that ceiling, both from above and down below here, pulling it down. You can see here a little bit more drywall on top of lath and plaster. So that's going to be throughout this whole ceiling here. But we'll get it out of here and clean it up.
I also got most of this particle board taken up that was in the front addition portion here. And that was a pain in the ass because, man, there was a lot of nails in that, and it was just a pain in the ass. I don't want to do it again. So, but it's nice to have that done. There is a little bit more particle board upstairs, and I'll get that in the trailer loaded up to go to wood recycler on Friday. Man, I think that, the people who were in here last, the floors were all soft because of the subfloor down below, and that we've shown you before with the soft spots in the holes, and of course the foundation, or the lack thereof of foundation supports. But their remedy was just to put particle board over everything, and so there was a crazy amount of particle board and plywood and all kinds of crap. So man, this rehab was long overdue for this place. It's been in sad shape for quite some time, but and I got to be honest, I had a little moment this week where, this is a big job, and the scope of work here, I mean, I'm not surprised. I knew what I was getting into, and there's a lot of work to do here, and it's only going to be a short while before, my part is done and we get the subs in here and I'm not doing so much work. But I kind of had a moment where I was like, man, it was a little bit overwhelming, but I got through it. It'll be fine. That old cliche saying, how to eat an elephant, one bite at a time. And then, every day I come up here and just continue to take bites. And truth be told, we actually, we've got a lot of stuff done. So I shouldn't feel overwhelmed, but it's hard not to on a project this size. But we'll get there. Quick update for you here. It's Monday, January 22nd. And didn't get as much stuff done this weekend as I would have wanted to inside the house. But we did still get some stuff done here. You can see I got the rest of the kitchen floor ripped up. All the cabinets are gone. They're out. And we got the fridge and the oven moved out of there. And then obviously got all this down to subfloor. No new surprises here. I mean, there was some water leaking right here for probably a lot of years, and just made some extra soft spots in the subfloor, but nothing we weren't prepared for, so no big surprises here. Did get a little bit of framing knocked out this area, the bathroom, got some wiring safed up. Let's go over the master bedroom area. You can see we got the sheetrock pulled off the ceiling there, and it's down to the lath and plaster, so we'll be knocking more of that down. Got this little closet taken out, and really a lot of this drywall is gone, hauled off to the dump. Still got to get rid of all that insulation, obviously. And we did find an interior wall finally that didn't have insulation in it, so that was kind of a nice change of pace. But yeah, bathroom vanities are gone, as you can see. All the tile around that tub, I'm not sure if that was there last time. But yeah, I mean, so we got some stuff done, but for the time we were up here, I had Friday off, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, a lot of the time was really spent getting stuff moved and taken to the dump, and then getting our RV set up, which we're running out of time here. We only have this week and next weekend in our house. We've got to be out by the end of the month, so this is kind of crunch time. But so I got the sewer line hooked up and the water line hooked up to the RV, as well as the Wi-Fi, the cable, and I just got the modem activated and working, so we can have TV and internets, and Angie can work, and I can sit there and relax every once in a while, watch TV. But also, I have been organizing this garage the best I can. I got a lot of stuff to put in here. I also have to put my old truck, my old Chevy C10 in here. and try to, organize stuff so I can work around that truck the best I can. But I did get the other big toolbox moved, which is awesome, because that thing is really heavy. These two toolboxes are, I don't know how much they weigh, but it's got to be a couple thousand pounds full of tools. And then, of course, the safe. So that's really nice to have those moved and done. But this week, I'm really going to be focused on cleaning this up and getting it organized and making sure, that we're prioritizing moving stuff out of our old house, so we can get out of there on time. Let's see. God, that's about it. I probably won't get a whole lot done on the house, but I'll try to post something at the end of the weekend or next week. Oh, it actually is going to be a pretty busy weekend. I'm taking Friday and Monday off, and I'm gonna get a machine in here and a load or two of gravel and really tune up this driveway a little bit. It's really muddy. It's way too muddy to drive on. So that'll be nice. Pull out the stumps that line the side of the driveway and then grade it up a little bit and put some gravel down so we can drive on it. So yeah, mover's coming Monday for the last of the big stuff that we don't want to move, and then that's it. We'll do our final clean at the old place, and then we're going to be up here full time, which will be really nice, to be honest, because the more crap and tools that I get in this garage, the more nervous I get every night kind of leaving it here with nobody up here, and there's really no neighbors that close to keep an eye on it. So I did add that light. It was really, really dark over here, so that helps a lot, but still, it'll be nice to just be up here. So anyway, any questions or comments, let me know. Thanks again for following along, and we'll see you next time.